Well, happy Friday, everyone. We made it to the end of the week, and that's a good thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired.
Oh, me too. Nick.
In the best way.
Me too.
Tired because we spent our evening last night whining and dining each other. We had an excellent meal at the mall food court. You didn't partake in that because
I didn't
you
know.
saved your hunger. You said I'm hungry, but you brought up a very valid point. I said, Andy, if you're hungry, why not eat? Because you said, if I eat now, I'm still going to eat the popcorn and snacks when we see Deadpool 2.
Regardless of whether I'm hungry or not.
Regardless. Yeah. And I thought, what a tremendous amount of self-control you have.
Yeah.
Because I ate dinner in the conscious part of my brain being like, I'm not going to eat those snacks. And the subconscious part of my brain was like, you're an idiot.
You're still gonna do it.
You're gonna do it.
Yeah.
You're still gonna do it. And I still helped myself to a couple handfuls of your popcorn, even though you were literally eating it with your face instead of your hands.
Well, by that point,
horse feeding.
by that point, you're done with the sort of facial contact. Like, there's only so far I can dig my face into it. So the rest of it was just manual hand to popcorn to mouth. There was no
hand to popcorn to mouth. Yeah.
Hand to popcorn to mouth. There was no more just tongue to the popcorn. Because a lot of people do that. I'm not the only one. When you're waiting in line, you're getting your beverage. I just stick your tongue out, grab one.
It's weird that you think you're not the only one. Nobody else does that. It's weird.
No, that's bullshit.
But to the degree that you did it.
Oh,
See,
no.
I saw you do it at first. I was like, that's really funny. And then I kept looking over you, and you were just, as we were in line, you're like,
I am not the only one. We're everywhere, dude. I'm gonna put that on the Kind of Funny Twitter poll.
put it on the poll.
Yeah.
I do it occasionally, but
everywhere?
how much of it do you do is the question. Because you did a tremendous amount. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Friday. Welcome to the Kind of Funny Morning Show. My name's Nick. That's Andy. We do this show each and every day.
I can't do it.
Each and every weekday here on twitch.tv/kindoffunny. Well, there you go.
Well, there it is.
Well, there it is. Each and every day here on twitch.tv/kindoffunnygames. If you're in the chat with us today, just like Spaceman A11, we appreciate you, and you guys get entered to win our giveaway, which is happening at the end of the show. Which, Kevin, I'll need you to use the magic and probably pick a code. Thanks, bud. Did you pick a game as well?
I don't 100% know where to do that, but I will.
There's
I
just a sheet.
Yeah, I know. I don't know if it's shared with me, but I'll look into it.
If not, here's what we'll do. I still have your copy of Far Cry 5. I'll just give that away to someone. How does that sound?
You don't have it. You gave it back. So.
I still have it.
Do you?
You should lead them on a goose chase.
It's not Far Cry. It's Wolfenstein. I gave that back to you. You'll need to bring that in, and we'll give that to someone.
You should lead them on a wild goose chase. You should say leave clues around San Francisco.
Lead Kevin.
No, the people who you're giving the game.
Oh,
away to.
they would do it. I was
hey,
like, Kevin's no fucking way. Kevin's going on a wild goose chase to get a game he's already played.
This game is yours.
Like, go fuck yourself.
No,
Go smoke a cigarette outside. And
he might be in it for the adventure though.
Sounds like me.
No way. If I said Kevin, I've got a surprise game at the end of that rainbow, and you'd be like, listen, Nick, and then you drink out of your little hookah straw, and you just
Hookah straw.
You know what it looks like? I had a buddy of mine.
It's a metal straw.
I had a buddy of mine that used to work at IGen with that used to drink tea out of this little weird
the
tea
matcha?
thing. Yeah, it was like a matcha thing, and he had a
matcha?
straw like that,
Yeah.
and he never cleaned it, and it looked like an
that's
old
nasty.
weed pipe. It was
Yeah,
disgusting.
yeah.
And every time he do it, I'm like, you're physically repulsive to me. Not you, my friend. And he just didn't care.
Nick,
But
And
Kevin
eventually
too.
left.
Nick,
No, Kevin's not repulsive.
while I drink this, I like holding it because it's very cold.
Do you go like this? Do you hold it with your finger up a little bit?
I do.
A little bit.
That's upsetting.
No, it's not upsetting.
I just this is weird though. You see this?
What are you doing?
I'm doing all my fingers,
Yeah, that's fine.
and it's warming up I can feel it warming up.
Well, don't do that.
Yeah,
No, drink it cold.
it's nice while it's cold.
My wife bought one of those swell bottles. And those like really cute bottles
Those are
that
good.
hold. They're really expensive and they hold maybe like 1 ounce of liquid.
But they
Doesn't
hold it
matter.
at whatever temperature.
Holy
you put that
crap!
in. Yep.
You got to be careful with those things.
So careful.
These things like these brand new, this new Fandango thermoses that they've had since probably the 1920s.
That was the loudest car I've ever heard.
I thought I was like, was that a car or did I eat carbs last night? Because my stomach has been totally upset today.
Really?
Oh,
was
all
it
that
was it the
candy.
one Twix that I let you have from the bag?
No, it may have been the sandwich that I bought at the liquor store afterward. When I went home, I was like, I'm still hungry, and all I could get was.
That's
Well,
right.
it's not all I could get. I chose to eat poorly last night.
We were waiting to. No, this was after we had already recorded, and we were working. I was working on the thumbnail. Kevin was working on the uploading and all that, and then you said, "Guys, I kind of still want snackies."
I kind of want snack. Well, here's what I tried to get you guys to do all last night. And you kept reminding me that I was supposed to be the responsible
Yes.
one. I was like, instead of doing the Deadpool review,
Let's not do it.
let's just go to Mel's Diner and get our weight in mozzarella sticks. They have mozzarella sticks there that are equally terrible and perfect. And what I mean by that is, a normal mozzarella stick should be like mostly cheese, right? You fry it, you pick it up, and then it's still got a crispness to it, but when you bite into it, it's predominantly cheese. The ones at Mel's are predominantly crust.
All breading.
And when you bite into them, they fried it so much the cheese has evaporated inside.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
yeah.
that is a problem. But what I like about that is it becomes the perfect delivery mechanism for the marinara sauce they serve with you.
You can scoop it.
Yeah, you scoop it.
You're right.
Because you eat it, scoop it, eat it, scoop it, eat it, scoop it. It's like the bottom of an ice
Well, I've
cream
heard
cone.
that's how they think about it. Look, big mozzarella, they know what they're doing. Okay, this is an industry, a corporation that's been
Is
running America
Big
for
mozzarella
years.
tied in with the Wigspiracy people?
I'm not gonna say no.
I'm not going to say no either.
Yeah.
How much did you laugh last night when we were watching the trailer for Ant-Man and Wasp? And I said that when they were wearing hats, I'm like, they're both wearing wigs underneath those hats.
I didn't laugh initially because I didn't hear it.
Yeah.
And then I realized what you were saying,
Yeah.
and it made me giggle.
There's a part of me that legitimately questions my own sanity when I say things like
Yeah.
that. Because the thought
should.
occurred to me that she's Evangeline Lilly wearing a hat, clearly wearing a wig underneath it to cover up some other thing. I just always feel like, and here's the problem, right? When you hear these stories of Superman having to have his upper lip masked out and replaced because of the mustache conspiracy, that just feeds my conspiracy theory fire, you know? Where I'm like, see, that's a perfect example. He didn't even have he had a mustache in that movie. They CGI'd it out, right? So you're telling me it's that crazy of a thought that at one point in Ant-Man, Evangeline Lilly was wearing a wig? It's not crazy. I'm just saying. There's a possibility.
I just think you have this fucking like weird obsession with this shit.
It's because he thinks he's losing his hair.
No, those two are two different things.
Absolutely not.
Those two are two different things.
It's just this
My
weird
first obsession is
subconscious-
I notice when people are wearing wigs. And actually, no, you know what, Kevin? You might be right. It's because I think I am a little more critical of people's hair because I know when an actor's bald, and then I get offended when he gets to wear a wig, and I don't.
Wait, but a lot of actors that you were talking about aren't bald. Evangeline Lilly had
No,
hair.
she's not bald. She's not bald. That we
But
can
also,
confirm.
also
we
what's
can't
his face?
confirm that she's
Tom
bald.
Hiddleston.
Tom Hiddleston.
Tom Hiddleston has great hair. He's going a little bald though.
Here's a cool thing that I noticed over the weekend, Nick, and I wish you were with
Stop
me.
staring at me.
I wish you were with me. I was walking to CVS on the day that I worked from home. Not one, not two, not three, not four, 5 Asian men walking towards me, all with wigs.
Really? Were they in a K-pop band?
No, they were older men. They were all like 60, and you could tell like one of them decided to get the wig one day, and they were like, you know what, fuck it. Jonathan did it, why can't I? And they all got wigs, and all these 5 dudes had the worst wigs of all time, where you turn around and you see the
see
flap.
the other hair out of the back, yeah.
No, not even the hair out of the back, just like where the flap is at least 2 inches floating above the back of their neck, you know?
Yeah, that's weird.
It was terrible.
There's a couple things that guys do that I just think, I mean, I understand why they do it. And I'm
Yeah.
not going to begrudge them the
For wanting to
dignity
improve their
of wanting to do
personal-
whatever they want
yeah.
to. But you're not fooling anyone. If you are a 70-year-old man and you're dyeing your hair, it's weird. It looks weird. If you've gone gray but you're dyeing it and it's all one uniform color, and you're trying to dye it so that you look like you're still in your 20s, so you look like your hair looks like maybe it's in its 20s but brittle, but the rest of you looks like you're melting away. That's a bad look for guys, I think. Just age. You're supposed to age. Just do it. If you're gonna go bald, at a certain point, I will just shave my head. After I've taken all the pills and tried all of the medicines and all that stuff, I will probably get to a point where I just go, it's not worth it anymore. Shave it, grow the beard out, call it a day.
What about when you
Kratos
look
it.
like this? Kevin, can you Google Mark Davis Raiders?
Hold on.
This is, Nick, this is going to be something that will offend you greatly.
Okay.
This isn't even a wig thing, but this is something where I believe wigs can possibly help
Oh my
out the
God.
situation. Please bring him up.
I don't know. If we should
Yeah,
show
bring it up. Absolutely
What's happening?
bring this up.
Does he
Absolutely bring
cut
this
his
up.
own hair?
Absolutely bring this up.
Oh my God.
This is Mark Davis, the son of famous Raiders coach Al Davis, owner, rather. Mark Davis is now the owner. And what?
This is
I
unfortunate.
feel like he lost a big bet.
No, I
And
think
then
He's been doing this for a decade.
I think,
decades.
I think
feel.
that's one of those things where he just has always cut his hair that way and just wants to cut his hair that way. But a man cutting his hair into bangs is off-putting to say the least.
Oh my God, Al Davis looks like Snoke.
Which one's Al Davis?
I'm moving
The
away
dad,
from that.
yeah.
Scared me.
That's he's just.
Where do you see that?
When he was very.
Oh my God, that poor old man.
Yeah,
It
he was
looks like
already
his
dead. He
forehead
died
is
already.
cracked. Okay, well,
He
let's
died
make fun of
several
him.
years
I think
ago.
it's okay to make fun of him. Get Buckets brings up a good point in the chat. He says we need a Nick complains segment. I think that's just
That's
all
the
of
show.
the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just living around Nick.
Yeah.
Like working around him.
Wow, that man is. That is a hair. The thing is, he could just grow that out and have a normal haircut.
Yeah, right.
And he wouldn't stick out. Maybe he just likes being unique. Because I've never seen a human being that looks quite like that.
Maybe he likes
before.
the talking point, you know?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Ladies
Weird.
and gentlemen, thanks for joining us. Of course, if you're watching this on YouTube, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. We'll wait. Great. See how easy that was?
Done.
It takes 1 second. Also, hit that bell button so you get notifications because apparently YouTube likes to change shit every once in a
We'll
while.
wait.
And then you don't know if that's going to happen or not. So, the password today for what should the word of the day be? Wig?
It'd be yeehaw.
Yeehaw? How do you spell that?
Y-E-E-H-A-W, right?
There
Yeah.
you go. Yeehaw, everybody. Yeehaw is the word of the day. Put that in the comments if you can't think of something better to say, and Cool Greg will jump in and respond to you.
Rules? Okay.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
There it is.
Before we get into news, let's go to the housekeeping section. Kevin, please roll that graphic.
Oh no.
Think you want me to jerk you off?
What kind of hotel is this?
Perfect.
Why'd
That
you
was
say, oh
even better.
no?
It wasn't on, so we only got 2/3 of it.
Quick
I think
reflex.
people still got. Do it again. There it is.
There it is.
You think you want me to jerk you off?
What kind of hotel?
I'd say we got 83% of it.
It's enough.
Yeah.
I mean, people watch this show every
when
day.
you're talking about a 7-second clip, 2/3 versus.
I just think I was more accurate.
Yeah, no. Alanator says, Andy, Nick just really cares. Let him believe. And I think the first part, Nick just really cares, was nice. Let him believe means he's a crazy old man. Let him just believe.
A lot of people are typing yeehaw.
like that.
Hey, thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Really appreciate all you guys.
Yeah.
There it is. Of course, top on our housekeeping list today. Kind of Funny Prom is happening. We've got a lot of fun stuff lined up for you guys there. This is your reminder, please. If you're on the fence, it's going to be worth it. I guarantee it's going to be worth it for you. Go over to kindoffunny.com/tickets. Grab your ticket. It's June 30th here in San Francisco. A whole weekend of shenanigans. Cool Greg will be at everything and nothing all at the same time.
Wait, okay.
He'll be at everything and nothing all at the same time.
What is the word of the day?
Yeehaw.
But why? Why is
Cool
there a
Greg
word of
just
the
said
day?
it.
It's coming.
I don't know. It's fun. Tim started it, and we've just
Wait, you
kept
say
it going
it's
until.
coming?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, did you hear that?
What?
It's coming.
What's coming?
Like, there's a reason why it's the word of the day, and soon you'll know. But not right away.
Cool.
Whenever you want me up there, man.
Oh, right. Give me a sec. That'll be at
Okay,
the end of the
just let me know
housekeeping.
why it's yeehaw.
That'll be at the end of the housekeeping. Thank you for reminding me, Cool Greg. Okay, get this off. Next piece of housekeeping. We saw Deadpool 2 last night. No spoilers. But we did do a review for it. It's over on youtube.com/kindoffunny. If you guys want to watch that right now, you can pause this show, but don't. Why don't you finish this out and then spend the rest of your day watching this amazing review? One of us looks incredibly tired and slightly chubby on the right there. And I think I need to get my beard shaved.
My hair looks stupid.
God, I look bad in this. I'm just looking
We
bad,
all look
guys.
like we had a long day.
We did have a long
Let's
day.
be honest.
We had a very long
Honestly,
day.
Andy, that choice of shirt with that background, you're blending in quite a
You
bit.
really do. I can't see
blending
your.
in.
I can just see your face. Look like a floating head. Anyway, go over there and check out our thoughts on that. We enjoyed the movie, but we got into some of the minutia, some criticisms on it. Cool, Greg. I'm gonna save your thing for after this because this is our first piece of news today is actually a really kind of sad, unfortunate piece of news. Kevin, don't run the news graphic.
Okay.
That's a poor choice.
There's no real way to
Yeah,
go
there's
about
there's no
this.
way getting into this. Unfortunately, there's been another school shooting. This comes from the Washington Post. At least 8 killed in shooting in Texas. High school explosives found, police say. This, again, comes from Washington Post if you guys want to read the story, but I'm sure you guys have heard this. At least 8 people were killed in shooting Friday morning on a high school, at a high school in southeast Texas, police say, and a student was taken into custody amid the carnage. Harrison County Sheriff Ed Gonzalez said there were, quote, between 8 and 10 people killed, most of them students at Santa Fe High School in Galveston County, south of Houston. Some faculty members were also killed in the shooting, which occurred before 8 a.m., he said. He also said one male student was taken taken into custody, and said a second person, another student described as a person of interest, was being detained and questioned. Authorities were also investigating explosive devices they found both in the school and off the campus. You guys can read more of these stories, but obviously this is terrible. Not a great way to start off a Friday, I will tell you that right now, or a weekend. And our hearts and our thoughts and prayers go out to everyone who was affected by this. If you guys are living in the Texas area, just know that we're with you.
I believe they said 9 students and 1 teacher.
9 students and 1 teacher.
Yeah, so.
That's terrible.
It sucks that this sort of thing is becoming more and more normalized because it just feels like it happens more and more often.
It feels like it's happening once a week. And that is sad.
Yeah.
And, I don't know what to do about it.
Be good to each other. We love y'all. I'm glad that this can be the show where people can kind of escape that sort of stuff.
Yeah, we're going to have some fun today. We're going
Yeah.
to goof around a little bit. I may or may not still make a joke about Texas time zones.
Yeah.
It's probably in poor taste, but I like to be consistent. I like to provide a consistent experience for people here on this show. But today I will say this, Central Time, you're okay.
They come to watch us
You're
be
okay.
doofuses and
let's
chat
not
with
lie
their
to them
friends.
either. You don't
and
wanna
hang
lie to
out.
them?
No, we can't lie to them. Like, I'm sorry, Central Time. You still
Kevin's
need to
right.
sort shit out.
Central Time,
Kevin's
best
right.
time.
Central Time.
No, Andy.
Today,
stop.
Football games start at noon, man. That's
Okay,
all that
time.
matters.
Well, here they start at
Nobody
1?
knows. We don't
10 in the
watch
morning.
sports.
It sucks.
That's terrible.
It's the worst.
I'm sorry you have to wake up at 2 hours early.
Wait a minute. So they start at noon when you're there? For you, it's when you're living in Texas, they start at noon.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you're 2 hours ahead.
But, like, why don't they just...
Why
Why
don't
don't
you
we
just
just
pause
start
them?
at noon, too? Why does it have to be 10? Like, where is the, like, standard of time? Like, where is... You know what I mean? What scale doesn't move for...
What?
Well,
what-
the game
You
starts
mean like
when
a
it
live?
starts.
You mean like a live event
It's a
that
live game.
happens?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, in Texas, what time is it? Is it 10 there? When the game
It's
starts?
noon
the
in
game
Texas.
starts at noon.
The game starts... Does the game start... Why doesn't the game start at noon here? Why does it start
Because
at
then it
10?
would be 2 o'clock. in
Because
Texas.
that's not how the world works.
But that's what I'm asking. Where is the, like, time zone that, like, games start at? Why does it start at 10 here and not noon?
I think they just start it
Does it-
on a normal time, so that East Coast, Central Time, and
Is it East
West
Coast?
Coast.
But that's
I
what
don't
I'm
know.
saying. Is it East Coast? What time does the game start at East Coast?
For 2 o'clock,
1
probably, would be my
p.m.
guess.
1 p.m.
So who is it? Who's who's picking the time?
I think the network
The
picks the
NFL,
time
the networks, yeah.
based on the broadest
The time
audience they can
frames
get.
are noon, 3, and then like 7 for the night game.
Well, that's what
Central
that, but
time.
my thing is, like,
But in
doesn't
Texas,
that
it's
suck
10
for?
a.m.
Aren't the night games
Right.
better for us then? Because it starts at 5.
It starts at 10. Now he's saying it's noon.
Yeah,
3,
but
and 5?
the football day starts at noon in Texas,
Yeah.
right?
12. Got it.
And it's a
Here
big
it's 10.
event.
So why is it here 10 if it's not noon?
I don't understand. Why
I
he
don't
doesn't
understand what this
question.
fucking guy's doing over there.
They just want the game to start at noon.
drink
Central
out of your
time.
metal fucking straw.
1
you
o'clock East
weirdo.
time and 10
Noon
o'clock this
Central
time.
time is the
No,
starting point
the
always.
network picks the time that it goes on. But yes, he's saying football. That's just the time frame that football gets put on across the country is noon.
Why did you eat lunch at
Central
noon?
time.
But
I don't know what the standard.
We
is.
eat lunch at
I don't
noon
know who
here.
picks the
is
standard.
what I'm
I don't get
saying.
what he's
I don't know if
doing.
it's an East Coast
Andy,
standard time.
All I'm saying is we eat lunch at noon here.
It's a live
right?
sporting event. It's just
Hold on, hold on. There's a news flash coming in. Jared Petty's coming in from the East Coast to let us know.
Jared Petty, sit down.
You
Can't.
people.
Cool Greg's literally sitting in the chair.
He's
Sit
in the
on Cool
chair.
Greg's lap. Sit on his lap. Cool Greg, pull your pants up.
What?
Your ass is hanging out.
Everybody's
we haven't gotten to
saying to
by the
mute
way, this
Kevin.
episode of the
Kevin is milk
brought to you by
functioning.
the undies. There you go.
Kevin is milk functioning.
Jared, what's up?
You people got nothing better to talk about than this?
No.
No.
It's a very slow news day.
Yeah.
This is, without a doubt, scientifically the dumbest conversation I've ever heard in 39 years
It's
of life.
Thank
perpetuated.
you.
I will honestly.
I don't-
It's perpetuated
what-
by one of the smartest of us,
guys,
Kevin.
I don't
Kevin
understand
is
what's...
having a hard time
Hold on.
understanding how time zones work.
Stop. Why is Central's time like
It's not. It's not.
But, like, so
It's
why
just
don't
that-
games-
that
This
time frame.
conversation is a crime against humanity.
No, wait, stop. I'm seriously trying to understand. Why do football games... No, don't make faces. Why do the football games start at 10 here if you just said they start at 12, 3, and 5? Why do they start at 10 here?
There are multiple football games in a single day.
Yes.
Okay, but
They can't show them all at the same time.
none of these people... No,
So they choose to get ratings by showing them in 3 different time periods: morning, noon, afternoon.
There's
and
an
evening.
early game, a late game, and an evening game on Sunday. Each of those, because of the joy of time zones, happens at different times in different parts of the country. It's
So
not that, yeah. That's it.
So it's 10, 1, and 3 here.
It's the same reason the sun rises at the same time in every time zone, or roughly the same time.
I'm glad Cool Greg's on my side on this one. He seems.
I don't understand a little bit too. They're saying, so what was the idea of who they were wanting? Like they wanted the 12 o'clock, so they went to.
Let's just put it. Let's just start with the West Coast. Okay. Now, from my understanding, I don't watch football.
I think we're not.
There's a game at 10 o'clock in the morning.
No, I understand.
Then there's another game at 1 o'clock. Then there's another game at 5 o'clock.
That's all by luck, right?
That
They
is-
don't want those times. They wanted Texas to have it at 12. Is that
No,
what's going
they
on?
don't give a fuck about Texas.
Yeah.
They don't care about the East Coast. They don't care about any of the coasts.
So
They
no
just
coast-
play games at times, and it's different times in different states based on your time
This
zone.
conversation is a crime against humanity.
No, I
Casey
just don't
DeFreitas is
understand why you
here,
guys don't
and
understand
I'm
it.
leaving. This is without a doubt, in many years of working in the
Is this what it was?
dumbest
Is
job in the
dress
world.
blue
This is
or
the
the dress black?
Is it
white?
Laurel or Yanni?
This is the low point
Yanni.
right here. This is it. This is the mark. This is as far as it's ever slid.
Yeah. There you go. Thank you, Jared.
Lanky Dragon
Jared
says,
Petty,
I
everyone.
gotta go. This conversation is giving me an aneurysm.
Are you still confused about this?
100%.
I'm confused about all the attitude.
Yeah.
No, there's no
Yeah.
attitude.
No, there's a lot of
well,
attitude.
First
I'll
off,
tell
I
you right
can't
now,
tell if
there's a
Kevin's
ton of
fucking with us.
attitude.
You
I'm
not
not
being
fucking
confused,
with
I
you.
totally understand.
Fuck you. Like, I am legitimately confused.
What is there to be confused
Well,
about?
why wouldn't all games start at like 12 at whatever place they're at? Why wouldn't it?
Because
just
it's
be
a
12?
live game.
Yeah, it's a live
When they
game that
start
is
playing, then
nationally
you
broadcasted.
know how it ended if you were like, oh, the game starts, it's 2 hours on delay if it's here. If it starts at noon in
Got it.
Texas,
Okay.
do you see what I'm saying?
All right. That's where my disconnect was.
Yes, it's a live game. It's a live sporting
the
event.
thing
They
that I
want
love,
it to be live across
the thing that I
country.
loved about growing up in Texas is like NFL football Sunday is a big day, right? Every Sunday of the football season is awesome because you'd wake up like at right before noon because I was, I'm a teenager. You'd wake up, you'd barbecue for lunch and shit, and you'd watch the game at noon.
The last dinosaur in
now,
the chat just says, Jesus, Kevin.
now now that the first game starts at 10 in the morning, it's like that's too early for a football game. It just feels
great,
weird.
though. When
It's
you get,
not.
see, the thing is this, as you get older,
'Cause you have to
and
have
your wife
lunch.
wakes you up earlier and earlier in the morning, 10 o'clock's like mid-morning. I wake up at like 8:30 on the weekends. I hate it. I want to sleep until noon. I can't do it for whatever reason. But 10 o'clock, if there was something I wanted to watch at 10 o'clock, I'd be delighted on a Saturday or a Sunday. Because then I just make myself a little breakfast, watch the game, be great.
Yeah, it's just that, like, I guess from where I grew up, the noon game is surrounded with barbecue and fucking, like, people already, like,
Sure.
maybe pounding a few beers.
Can't you do that in the evening?
Yeah, but it's just, I'm talking about how the day starts off, Like, if you go watch a movie at 9 in the morning or whatever, it's like, it feels weird to get popcorn, just like it would feel weird to eat barbecue or pizza or whatever for at 10 in the morning,
No,
you
it
know?
doesn't. Breakfast pizza.
Breakfast beers.
I'll tell you one thing right now. The idea of breakfast food is a construct. Okay, that's a societal construct. Fun fact, you can eat anything for breakfast. Your body doesn't care. It doesn't have to be
You
a
just
puff
have to
pastry
break your fast.
or some sort of egg product. You could have pizza for breakfast.
You know
I've
what
done
I've
it
been-
multiple times.
You know what I've been craving? After watching
Kevin
Daredevil
still
2.
looks confused.
No, I'm trying to figure out where my confusion went. I think it's because baseball is just local, right? So you just watch Giants games. So those are always
It
the
depends
same
on if they're
time,
nationally
right?
syndicated.
You're right.
And that's the
Well,
thing
yeah,
about,
but
that's
I've
the thing
never
about
seen
football,
nationally
like,
syndicated games.
I think there are some football games that aren't televised.
Oh,
right?
sure. Yeah.
There's like
There are
boring teams like the Cincinnati Bengals.
there
I'm
are
used to-
local markets. So, like, for example,
just
living
saying, it's
living in
fucking
Texas, I had one of my old bosses is from New England, is a big Patriots fan, but can't watch local Patriots games at noon. Like, the ones that are nationally broadcasted, those are the ones that are like either at 7 o'clock at night, or Fox will do like the game of the week, and they'll show
Yeah.
Cowboys versus Giants everywhere because those are two big popular teams that are going to attract nationwide, But somebody in Texas may not want to at noon to watch the Detroit Lions versus the so-and-so. It's all like local market. It's weird. But
All I know is I don't watch a lot of sports. When I do watch UFC, it's the perfect time for us because the fight starts at 7 and goes to like 9. So you're done. You can still go out on a Saturday night should you choose to. Do I? No. I just finish whatever snacks are there and watch The Karate Kid again.
yeah. You know what I feel like having? A toaster strudel, thanks to Deadpool 2 last night.
I will say I have never had a toaster strudel because listen, growing up in Southern California, I don't know how it was with you in the RGV. Let me break it down for you. There were two types of people in Southern California. Toaster strudel people,
Crips and Bloods.
Crips and Bloods, basically. All that whole lot of gang shit, whole lot of pastry shit. Get it. there were toaster strudel people, then there were Pop-Tart people. Okay.
I was both.
Now, I was not both because whatever my mom
Can't be both,
bought
Andy.
first.
Maybe 1%ers can. But
Yeah, I know,
be
man. We
both.
can't afford that shit.
You could be both.
And then there's the weird people, like my wife's family. When they grew up, they were Pop-Tart people, but without the frosting on top.
What?
Right?
Oh, dude.
She threw that
Were
out
they
at me
doing-
5
were
years
eating-
ago, and I was like, I don't know if I can marry you
Were
now.
they eating some of that organic Pop-Tart shit?
Who the fuck knows?
God.
Who
Whole
knows?
wheat Pop-Tarts. Get the fuck out of here.
We had a moment where I think it was like the 4th of July. Oh no, it was New Year's, like 6 or 7 years ago. When we had moved in together, but we weren't married. Where I was like, wait, she just dropped that on me. We were watching a Pop-Tart commercial, and I was like, and I asked because I always ask out of sheer. I'm a curious man.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm an intellect. I like to get to the bottom of the serious questions.
Yeah.
One of which was, what is your favorite Pop-Tart? Now I swear by the brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tarts.
Good, yeah.
They're the bomb. But an argument could be made for cherry or strawberry
I love
Cherry's
blueberry
fucking
frosted.
dope.
any given day. You see what I'm saying? Any given Sunday. Football reference.
Right.
My wife goes, I don't know what you're talking about. Because isn't there only one, isn't it just strawberry? And I'm like, no, the ones with the frosting. She's like, wait, they put frosting on them now? And I'm like, what do you mean now?
What?
I was like, what do you mean now? This has been since the 80s there's been frosting. She's like, oh, we never got the frosting ones. And I went out, we had to go to 5 different liquor stores to find all of them. I went out, we got all of them. And I made her one of each. Like toasted it up perfectly for her.
Did you toast? I
Cut it
sometimes
up
I ate
for
them
her and took it
untoasted.
out.
You're a great
Oh,
husband. You're a
he's
great
smart.
husband, Nick.
Thank
nailed
you,
it.
Kevin.
That's great.
Kev, it takes one to know one.
Thank you.
It takes one to know one.
Real quick, just
Yeah.
to bring the conversation back to this
Come back to
Oh.
the sports, man. There's no news today. We got
thing.
to fill 30 more minutes.
Someone in the chat was just like, "Why don't you guys start at 2? Like it's 2 here. Why don't you start at 10 a.m. here?" And that's exactly the point I'm making, where it's like, because we are Pacific Standard Time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So like, what my original question is, what time zone is the NFL like? Where is like we are
Probably-
starting at 9 here?
I would guess
and
they
that's-
have to worry about East Coast. A lot of people have to, because it can't go too late in the night.
Yeah.
So my guess is they started, the networks were like, let's make sure we hit East Coast. Because generally when you syndicate TV out, you want to
Yeah.
make sure you hit both markets.
Yeah.
And then the Central is just kind of like, they're good either way. It doesn't really matter. An hour to the right or to the left for Texas, nobody cares.
It's just football.
Nobody cares about
Football
But
has this
that
very
was my
standardized
original-
time.
That
thing.
was my original point of confusion.
right. I would
is
assume-
where the original time zone for them starts.
Now, chat can let me know if I'm right, but my assumption is,
talk shit.
what's the latest game on a Sunday?
the primetime game. Central Time would be like 7 p.m. So it would be 8
That
p.m.
starts at 8
Eastern.
p.m. Eastern. So that's probably as late as you want to go for an Eastern audience on a Sunday night.
Because the
right?
game will end like at 11:30.
Yeah, because then
midnight.
it ends too late. So if it started at 2 here, the game would end at 2 o'clock in the morning. Does
Yeah.
that make sense, Kev?
That's,
So that's probably why they
That's
do it.
why it was hard to.
But also they know that people in the West Coast like to wake up early to enjoy our day because it's better here.
like regular season basketball games, they don't
Hey.
appease to sort of this national time zone. You're not listening.
No, I'm sorry. Let's talk more about sports on this show.
So like Western
the 15 seconds
local
of sports?
local sports don't really appease to national time zones. So there'd be times where my Spurs are playing the Warriors
Mm-hmm.
and I'm living in Texas. The game here starts at 7 p.m. because it's normal, it's prime time. But in Texas, it's starting at 9. It ends like at midnight or something. It's like, fuck, man. The West Coast games suck to watch.
It's too
when,
much.
when you lived in Texas or East Coast or
Sure,
whatever.
sure.
Because the games would end like at 1 in the morning or some shit.
I
It was
just feel
wild.
like we need to end all sports. Is that what you're telling me?
No.
Sports suck and we should stop doing them.
No.
Okay.
I didn't, no.
All right.
Are y'all done? Y'all done back there?
No, I like it. I love it.
No, I wanted to be the teacher that like looks bad.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. All right, Kevin, while you're figuring that out, can you pull this next story up?
Yep.
Deadpool 2. We saw it yesterday. You're probably going to see it either yesterday or today. And let me tell you, it's off to a record-breaking start. We'll keep today spoiler-free.
What's the bottom thing below the?
What do you mean?
You see that little bottom segment of white?
I don't know. That's a good question. I can't tell. It looks like another story underneath, maybe, or a picture-in-picture effect that Kevin has on.
Yeah,
there.
you could just watch our review if you want to hear us talk spoilers.
Yeah, we get into pretty spoilerific territory. Although this is one of those movies that there's so much fun stuff baked into it that we could probably spend 30 minutes and not actually get to every single thing.
Yeah.
But that's not what this story is about. Let's see. This comes from the Hollywood Reporter. Ryan Reynolds, 20th Century Fox. Summer event picked Deadpool 2 rockets to a huge 18.6 million in Thursday night previews from 3,785 theaters, a record for an R-rated pick. The previous gross holder was It, at 13.5 million. Prior to it, the first Deadpool had boasted the top preview gross for an R-rated film, 12.7 million. Deadpool opened in February 2016, went on to debut a massive 132.4 million, the best launch ever for an R-rated film. All this proves to me, Andy, is that we need a gazillion more R-rated comic book
Let's
movies.
bring it. Bring it on.
Fucking bring it on.
Bring it
Actually,
the fuck
remake
on.
Bring It On too. Make that rated
R-rated,
R.
yeah.
Let's have some nudity in that.
Okay.
You know?
Lot
Let's
of
have
sex
some full
scenes.
frontal dude nudity.
A lot of sex scenes.
Just dude dick. There just needs to be more dude dick.
I want a scene where the dude's wearing a skirt and you just see this fucking flopping thing out like from the bottom. You remember this?
Like
the
a mini
really
skirt?
Like the really creepy sort of weird scene in Bring It On where he's holding up the cheerleader and he's like looking up at her. Well, I guess they were dating, so it wasn't too creepy.
That's still creepy. Well, first off, a male cheerleader is creepy in general. You know? Because he gets to hold the girls like that. Maybe I'm just jealous.
I think you're
He's
jealous.
jealous.
I think there's a lot of insecurity like shining through you right
No,
now.
I just wouldn't be able to do it.
Really?
I don't have the arm strength to do that. You gotta be strong. There was a movie, I forget, it wasn't Bring It On, it was a movie called that where it's about two guys that go to male cheerleading camp to score girls, and it's hilarious.
Never heard
What was
of
that
it.
movie called? They were like tigers or something like that.
Chat,
let me know
look
what
it up.
was.
Let us know.
Anyway,
That sounds like a fucking. That sounds like one of those movies that the guys from Workaholics might be in or something.
it was like that.
Yeah.
It was a silly movie. It was about these two guys that had slept with basically everyone in their high school. They were like players, and so they decided, hey, we need to start having sex with girls from other high schools. So they decided the best way to do that would be to join a cheer team so that they could have sex with all the cheerleaders from all the other high schools. Genius plot, of course.
Spreading a lot of
Of course, they
HPV.
fall in love with cheerleaders from another high school and learn something about themselves that they're just disgusting.
Was it
about.
Casino?
It was in fact the seminal film Casino,
Yeah,
starring
okay, that's
Robert
what I
De
thought.
Niro and,
That's what I was
Sharon
thinking.
Stone and Joe Pesci. That's what it was.
Fired Up?
Fired Up.
Yeah.
And
That was close.
And yeah, they came from I feel like I don't know if they were college or high school, but yeah, the acronym was FU. It was good. It's a funny movie.
This is a great. Do movies without erect penises truly need to be R-rated? I guess, yeah, when you see an erect penis,
I don't know why.
is that what makes it like.
Well, first off, that's porn.
Is that what skirts the line to adults only? What if it's not porn?
I don't know.
Is it that sort of thing where it's like you know it when you see it? That sort of.
I just feel like we are in this country. I said this before, I'll say it again. I think we're way too conservative when it comes from sex in movies and way too liberal when it comes to violence in movies.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I just don't understand. And don't get me wrong, I don't want there to be less violence in movies.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I
just-
want it all.
I want dick
I
and
want
tit
every
everywhere.
movie
Yeah.
to be almost porn.
Yeah.
Let's push it farther. Because it's silly. If you can shoot someone in the head, why can't you shoot someone in the head? You know what I'm talking about?
Are you gonna run? Is that gonna be
If
your
you can
campaign
spray
slogan
and
when you
pray,
run
why
for?
can't you spray and pray? I feel like I could legitimately get elected to office in California.
Oh, God, what a nightmare.
It would be great.
There would be no carbs.
Oh, I would outlaw sugar. I would outlaw cigarettes.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would never get, if you elect me president of California, you will never smoke a cigarette again in the state. It would be a federal offense. 3 strikes, you're out.
Wait, what?
Offenses don't usually stop me.
No? I mean, you do what you want to do, man, but you're up against the governor right now.
Yeah.
The Scarpinonator.
So you would outlaw carbs. Let's get into this.
Yeah.
You would outlaw carbs.
What would I do if I was governor?
You would outlaw carbs. You would outlaw cigarettes.
I wouldn't outlaw carbs. Carbs aren't bad. What I would do is I would take on big sugar. And I would say, I would make sure they took sugar out of every product that didn't absolutely need sugar in it. You can still have your candy, you know?
Okay.
Because you know it's bad for you. Nobody goes and eats gummy bears or eats fucking Sour Patch Kids and goes, this is a health food, right? But I would make them take all the sugar out of all of the quote unquote health foods. Just so people can understand how those things really taste without 40 grams of sugar in every protein bar that you eat, right?
I picture
Take it all out of that, take all the processed sugar out of the world, and just see how much better off health-wise California would be. We're probably one of the healthier states anyway. I think Oregon's the healthiest state, or at least it was a few years ago. I think I saw that, but I think we're up there. But I just want us to be the best. Do you understand that? And to be the best, we gotta look the best, we gotta feel the best, we gotta think the best. And I would also put out all the actual real paperwork, like all the actual real scientific studies on fats. So people can have a real understanding of what fat does for you and if it's bad or good for you. That's what I would do. Third thing, make cigarettes just call a spade a spade. They're terrible for you. This is a product we shouldn't sell. Okay? That's it. You sell it. You smoke one of them. You go to jail for life.
For life.
For life.
Nice.
Yeah.
That sounds fair.
Possible death penalty?
Cool, Greg's face.
I mean, if we could.
Yeah, okay.
At this point, I'm just seeing how far I can drive Cool Greg away from me. He already got pissed at me because I told him to pull up his pants. I was just kidding, by the way, Cool Greg.
Didn't sound like you were kidding.
You sag it, you do what you want. You
sag it, you bag it.
But he did get up and like his ass was just beautifully hanging out of his pants.
I'd like to imagine that the whole cabinet
don't care.
around you in your office would be like women with low-cut shirts. Like you would require low-cut shirts.
Opposite of that. No, you're going the wrong way.
Men in business suits, but no under. They would just have the jacket,
No,
and it
it's
would
the
just
opposite.
be
I would demand
a
equality.
ripped
Can
torso.
we do wife beaters?
No, because what I'm picturing.
So
Here's
what's
what I'm
the
picturing.
hair?
You guys
So
have to
what
listen to
the
me. You guys
Yeah.
have to listen to me. All right. It is a bunch of just jacked men.
Yeah.
In only a jacket, like a suit part of the jacket, with nothing underneath, and just a fucking oily, chiseled, ripped chest,
Greased up.
Hey, Andy.
greased up, beautiful abs.
It's a pretty cool shirt, man.
Oh, thanks, man. Uniqlo.
No, what I would do is my cabinet would be nothing but fitness people, like fitness models from both sides, right? They wear whatever they want to wear, but I'd be the one fat, out of shape dude, like drinking a Starbucks the entire time. But I would pretend like I was jacked.
Sure, okay.
So I would act like one of those guys, like a trainer at the gym, that's like, "Hey, we got to do this," but in the back of your mind, you're like, "You're not jacked." So you probably don't know what you're talking about.
Sure.
Like you ever see those? You go to 24
Oh.
Hour Fitness, you see the guy, it's like, "Okay, I need you to do burpees now." And I'm like,
my God.
"Motherfucker, you can't do a burpee. Why are you telling me to do a burpee?
Okay.
You can't do this shit."
I know a guy who like has been posting for almost a decade straight about his fitness, and it's all his Instagram videos are all about
You're
this
talking
stuff.
about me?
No.
Okay.
But
I was like, if you're talking shit, I'm gonna brush off fucking thunder and lightning right now, bro.
but he's
and we're going to town.
he still looks like overweight. I don't get it. I don't like know what he does.
It's hard. First off,
Sure, but
Second off,
it's his life. He's a fucking trainer.
I
don't get it.
well, to be fair, all joking aside, you can know what you're doing and not look like you know what you're doing. There are plenty of trainers out there that actually know what they're doing. It's hard to train every day. It's hard to it's a hard life. Like trying to look like a superhero having abs is fucking really hard. It's really hard, and we have this fucked up skewed reality when it comes to it because all we see are people that on Instagram who are either naturally inclined to doing it or they're working out
Or
2 to
Chris
3 hours a
Hemsworth.
day, or you see Chris Hemsworth as he's peaking. Mind you don't see Chris Hemsworth shirtless the entire film. You know why that is? Because he fucking goes really hard up until that point where he has to be shirtless, probably has no water, sheds all sorts of water weight just so he can be shredded that one fucking day of shooting, 1 or 2 days of shooting, and then they put the shit back on him so he can live like a normal human being. Because it's very difficult for even people with his body type to do that. Having said that, when I'm governor, if you don't have abs, you will get
Death penalty.
fired.
Okay, good.
Fired.
What did I miss?
Good.
Oh, Kevin, we're running for governor.
Yeah.
You have to be co-governor or vice governor. What do they call them, viceroys? What's the assistant governor's
I'm
name?
down
Associate
to just
deputy
quietly
governor?
do that and not tell anyone.
The
that
viceroy's from Phantom Menace?
Oh.
I did not know there would be
No,
two Jedi.
no, let's
brought the
stop.
Jedi.
No, let's
brought two
stop.
Jedi.
That's the most
Guys,
racist fucking
We're just
thing on the-
impersonating viceroys.
Ah, that's what the
but
viceroy sounded like.
Guys, we all know that like that was clearly
We don't.
a
We
racist-
don't. That's just what they sounded
That's
like.
what
All
they
right,
Harry.
sounded
no, it's
like.
fine. That gives you the excuse to sound racist.
It's our out for now until next year.
They
you
brought
know?
two Jedi.
At some point, I mean, you can see the hammer coming down on us slowly. We're just kind of pushing away from it. We're just shrimping away from it, and eventually it'll get us. Will it be today? Will Andy get?
To talk to the Senate.
Well, he's still going with it, Kev. He's just pushing through it. Now I know what it feels like to be not me.
And then there's
watch me do
and then there's a
stupid shit
part
like
where
that.
Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan like leave through the ventilation shaft, and the woman's like, "They got to the ventilation shaft."
Oh, stop.
Do you remember that?
Was she Mexican?
I don't know. I don't know.
all the
crazy.
same accent.
They got to the ventilation shaft.
Oh,
Man.
it's Latin accent?
I don't know.
Asian.
See, I thought he was doing
It
like
was.
a
I
South
thought the
American,
viceroys were Asian,
Central American.
but this woman sounded like she was South American, Mexican, maybe.
Maybe.
They're going to the ventilation shaft. Very weird.
They look like fish people, right?
Very bizarre. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the ones with the eyes blowing up.
Those are
Yeah.
weird.
Their eyeballs are just like a shiny sphere.
What do you think people when they were watching that movie for the first time, like behind the scenes, the people that made that movie? Do you think they were just like, "What did we do? What did we let him do?
Yeah.
What did we let?" Like there was probably one dude who could have stopped that, and just didn't speak up because he wanted to keep his paycheck. And people were like, "You're the problem. You're the fucking
I
problem."
guarantee there were a lot of people that could have spoke up that were like, "Nah, I like my job."
Yeah, no. I mean, look at it. I'm not gonna never criticize someone until you've walked a mile in their shoes, right? If George Lucas was like, Nick, what do you think? And gave me the what do you think, like, you better fucking agree with me or you're never going to work in this town again. I would be like,
it's good.
I got to be honest with you, dude. Jar Jar Binks, fucking stroke of genius. Stroke of genius.
George, you really got one here,
George,
man.
you fucking
You caught
stepped
lightning
up to
in
the
a
plate,
bottle,
bro.
Yeah.
Knock that thing out of the park. Knock that. People are going to be talking about Jar Jar for decades to come.
And they still are.
Decades to
Yeah.
come. You also say me some people.
Have you read those stories about how depressed that guy got?
The Jar Jar Binks guy?
Yeah.
Why? It's not his
Is
fault.
there not a
Sad story.
documentary? Well,
He got
but,
paid.
like-
Yeah, that's what I meant.
But
yeah.
like he was like a.
He did the right thing.
That's what I meant.
Like a
Read the
story or documentary. Yeah, there was like, yeah.
There's like a documentary on it where he like, because he was like a stuntman, I believe, right?
Was he?
I think so. It's been a long time since I watched it.
Yeah.
But it is really sad. Like, I was like sold this like, hey, you're gonna be this cool character, and then we did the movie, and I was like, oh, I don't know.
But like,
And then it came out, everyone hates me.
yeah, it's bad. It's bad. But I will say this, like, I don't blame him. He's an actor who was told to do his job. Like, I don't blame any of the actors in bad movies.
Don't you blame Hayden Christensen? a little
No,
bit?
not at all.
I thought you did.
He got cast.
Yeah.
He did the job. He probably did exactly what George
yeah,
Lucas
that's
told
the
him
thing.
to do.
He's a good actor. I've seen him in other movies and thought
He's
this
not a
guy,
bad actor.
This guy knows what he's doing. So
I liked him in
think
Jumper.
Very much,
I like
Dude,
Jumper.
fucking
was he the main
Jumper,
guy in
dog.
Jumper?
Yeah, he's the main character.
Fucking
Him
Jumper,
and
dog.
Rachel Bilson, I think is her name.
Rachel Bilson.
Oh man,
The
they're great.
OC, yeah.
That's, by the way, one of my top 5 superpowers. Being able to
Just jump in?
just teleport to cool places.
To dunk.
No, I wouldn't dunk with that. I'm not gonna fucking do sports with it. The whole point of it is you don't have to walk around. You just go. Pfft.
That is the
grab
number
the
one
cup.
cool power.
Well, super strength and invulnerability. Like invulnerability kind of is awesome because then you can just fuck with whoever you want. Like you can't fuck with me, you can't break me. But being able to teleport would be
But
dope.
super strength without invulnerability?
Yeah.
You're fucked, man. Remember that episode of that issue in Invincible where he loses the invulnerability and he punches something super hard and
Just
his
slap.
arm just like fucking explodes?
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what
bad
I
idea.
you know what I love about I think about what I would do if I could teleport. And I would likely like live in Texas and just teleport to work and back and go where you know what I mean? Like I would
Andy,
Mm-hmm.
if I could teleport, it would be bad.
Oh god, it'd be
Because
dude,
I would not move ever again. I would just be sitting here.
oh god, poor Kevin would be. The thing is, Kevin would figure out how to teleport things to him, and he would just sit.
he would go lie on the couch back
It
there.
would be great if you could teleport,
what I
because then I,
just
I
said.
would live like I'd probably live in a part of the country that was super cheap.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Have a mansion, palatial estate, just mansion.
Yeah.
And then just pop in occasionally to San Francisco.
Like live in Montana or somewhere beautiful.
I have this feeling like the second we all leave the city, if we ever leave the city, I'm gonna hate it. I'm never coming back. It's just not gonna happen.
Really?
I just feel like it's such a hard city to live in. It's so fucking hard. All right. Let's see where we at.
It's a weird show.
Let's look. I love this show.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
having a
weird.
great time. You guys were having a good time.
Kiss,
Let's-
kiss. No?
Let's check out. Let's quickly just look and see what's coming out this weekend. Deadpool 2 OBS. 85% audience choice. We click on Deadpool 2. What's the audience choice say? Man, right now Deadpool 2 is above Avengers. Audience score 85%.
7.1 average rating. That's like
That's
right
solid.
where I said it was.
I said it's about solid. There's no spoilers here. It's an enjoyable movie, but it's a Deadpool movie, so you know what you're getting yourself into. Click on Infinity War. What's that got for the average rating? Where do you see the
92?
92?
Yeah, pretty good, man.
That ain't bad. That ain't bad at all.
Its average rating is 4.5 out of 5.
Huh. Do me a favor. Look up Cobra Kai. You don't have to. There's a link in the story. I'm not
You already
right.
prepped
Wait, hold
it.
on. Is that our big topic?
That is the big topic.
Whoa.
There it is, right
And look,
there.
we go into it and the story's already pulled up. What do you guys think about
It's
that?
really good. What is there is another thing at the bottom of this though. That's freaking Andy out.
Yeah.
What?
What's at the bottom of
There's
the news story?
something behind this. There's another picture.
Oh, I'm working on this. Remember this set? Hold on, let me do it real quick.
Sure.
Oh, the 3-man thing?
It didn't work.
And also, I know the answer to this, Kev, but how come it's...
See, I like this setup,
Mm-hmm.
but it's extremely complicated to write the script for it. So when I turn it off, if I go, let me see, there it is. I haven't set it to close the other windows behind it.
So I'm going to give you a solution right now.
Yeah.
So I know that the reason why the image for the news story is a little bit letterboxed. I get that. but it could be a little taller.
Which one?
That. Like, we don't have to have that letterbox. I don't care if the overlays go over it. Does that make sense? It can be full screen.
No, but what's overlaying it or what it's cutting out is this stuff right here.
The bar?
This right here.
Ah.
All this shit.
What about the bottom of it, though? So I'm saying is you can move it all the way to the top and then just keep the bottom open.
By tomorrow, it'll be gone. I'll make it so that goes away when I close it. I have to finish writing the script.
No, I don't mean that. I mean, like, we could see more of this if you drag the bottom all the way out and push that up to the top.
But like
we could do
that's not
that.
more than anyone needs to see. You know, it's just text right here that no one's going to read. It looks weird. I think
If we scroll.
we don't scroll in this. We've gone over that.
I'm just saying, why wouldn't you show more?
I don't know.
Because it's not more that you need. All we need is a headline and a picture so the people that jump in the story midway through know what the story's about.
If the show happens here at 11 a.m., why doesn't it happen at 11 a.m. in the
because
Central
we're
Time?
Pacific Standard Time.
It's happening everywhere.
But that makes sense. We're Pacific
happening
Standard Time. We're
everywhere.
Pacific Standard Time, guys.
Long story short, let's get back to the big topic right now. I just want everyone to know, if you haven't watched Cobra Kai Season 1 yet, you are messing up. It is at a 97% audience score and 100% tomato meter right now.
Wow.
This is the best thing ever made by this score, by Rotten Tomatoes, which we've already established means absolutely diddly shit. But I like to go by it anyway because I can't remember what it actually stands for. So
much.
I'm pretty sure. Wait, let's go back again. 100% of people say it's worth watching, right?
Yes.
That's the whole point. 97% of people, that's the actual score. That's like aggregate score, right?
No, you look at
Out of 160,
you look at
600
average
user
rating.
scores.
It says 7.55 out of 10 for the reviewers.
Where do you see 7.5?
Underneath the 100%.
Average rating 7.55 out of 10, but that's for Rotten Tomatoes. What about this average rating over here for audience score? That's the user scores,
It's
right?
really high, guys. It's really high.
That's people who aren't getting paid to be senseless fucking shills for media companies who are like, oh, everything's great, and then the review comes out and they're like, actually, it's not that great. I'm tired of that. I just hate that. I hate when people get out of the movie theaters.
Well, I
like,
thought you were gonna
they did a lot of good stuff, and you're like, bull fucking shit. They didn't do a lot of good stuff. You didn't like that.
I thought you were gonna say people were senseless fucking chills, in which case the score would be 10 out of 10 instead of 7.55 out of 10.
Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. Cobra Kai, I stand by though. Okay. I'm not a senseless shill for anything except for me undies, ladies and gentlemen.
Whoa.
But before we get into that, let's go into some tips. I really got to pull this shit up beforehand, Kevin.
Yeah, Nick.
Well, I mean, maybe my co-host could fill some time in by telling us how time zones work again.
Silent when you don't.
I know he just goes off into a zone.
Well,
It's
my
hilarious.
original question was, what time zone do they care about? And you guys answered it with East Coast.
Probably East Coast, yeah. That would be my guess. All right, let's see here. First tip today comes from Morgan Stewart Guitar. It says, hey guys, happy Friday. I recorded Mia and Sebastian's theme from La La Land on a classic guitar, and I thought Nick might like it. Here's a link. Oh, that's nice. Let's watch this for a little bit. If you claim this video, though, I will lose my shit. Oh, it's so good.
The plucking is so good.
That's probably enough of that.
Put it in the chat. Put that in the chat.
Put this in the chat.
Everybody,
He did a good job.
everybody click on it, give him a view.
Give him
Give him
subscribe
a
to
man
his
checks
channel.
money, you know?
That's really great. I'll tell you one thing right now. La La Land, I think it's on HBO. I
It is.
can't bring myself to watch it.
What?
It's such a good movie, but such an emotional commitment that I'm like,
yeah.
I feel like it's an ex-lover, and I'm like, we've been there.
I thought it was gonna hit me more than it did. It did not.
When you watched it?
Yeah, I like 500 Days of Summer ruins me.
See, 500 Days of Summer, I think is good, but it doesn't.
No, I'm not saying that it's like an incredible movie. I'm just
Sure.
saying like the emotional impact
Sure.
kind of fucks me up.
La La Land is that for me.
I thought
there
it
are a
was
few
gonna do it
movies
for
that
me.
give me anxiety after watching them. La La Land's one of them where I'm like, that was so much energy that went
Yeah.
in it. Harry Potter, the last couple of Harry Potters, I can't watch. Because
Oh
there's
man, I can't watch Gone Girl. You guys know that movie?
Oh, yeah.
That
Fuck
shit get me in my feelings. I'd be like trying to throw my beer at the TV and shit.
Yeah.
Like, bruh.
Yeah. I was the same way.
Fuck, I should have the camera up for that.
Yeah. Tommy is able gave us a nice tip. It said, paying my early birthday. Won't be able, pun, to hear the show until later. Question, since I have you best friends in my car with me, can I take the commuter lane? You can. But if the
Yeah.
cop pulls you over and gives you a ticket,
You're on your own.
you're on your own.
No,
I'm not
no.
paying
If
for
he
that.
pulls you over and gives you a ticket, lower down the window and let us talk to him
and
right
play
now.
this part.
Yeah.
Hey, officer,
What's up?
I've got cocaine on me.
Oh no.
No? Don't do that?
Nick.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, officer,
I've
Tommy
got
is able.
heroin.
Abel's got cocaine on him. Tommy has heroin. I have a Schedule 1, Class 1 drug on me. Please search every cavity in my body. Thank you. I'm hiding it in the old prison wallet, as they say.
That's a good one.
That was a good one.
That's a good one. $15 tip. Thank you for that, Tommy. Appreciate it.
I'm not going to read the name of this person every single time.
Oh, can I read it?
Sure. Go ahead.
Plug my ass, daddy.
Oh no.
Cheered 500 and said, "Will you please hold Andy's hand and tell him you love him, daddy?"
No, I'm not doing that. Brave Chang said, I finally get to watch the morning show live because I'm home recovering from butthole surgery. I think a celebratory flapjack-style butthole from Daddy Scarpino would really lift my spirits. Butthole! That's like Yahoo.
You know what I think's happening?
What?
I think this plug my ass daddy and fill my holes daddy or whatever the fuck they are, I think that they're just going to get us saying all of that shit together and make a really fucked up video.
Do you think it's going to be any more fucked up than the shit we say normally on this show?
Well, it's going to be a video consisting of us saying nothing but fill my holes with cream, daddy.
Yeah.
I guarantee you that's too much effort, and they're not doing that.
I guarantee they could just go like this. They could probably send it through, and I would just read it because I'm dumb.
Yeah, sure.
Because I'm stupid.
I just kind of wanted to build this joke narrative.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody shot it down.
I
real
fucked
quick.
that up.
It was,
I didn't tell. I couldn't tell if you're.
I'm gonna be
Sometimes
honest,
it's hard
I
to
thought
tell.
it was dumb.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't think it was dumb or not. I can't tell when Andy's being serious because he's a chameleon. He disappears into the role.
Good actor, yeah.
He is like Daniel Day-Lewis. You don't see Daniel Day-Lewis. You just see a cobbler. You just see a Mohican.
Someone building a role, right?
You see an oil man.
Yeah.
Not Daniel. I'm a man of my word. I'm a man of my word.
It's like when actors are like, "I'm the best liar ever," because they're just playing somebody that they're not.
Yeah. It's stupid. Central Time Zone gave us a tip. Said, Kevin, put some respect in that voice when you talk about Central Time. Central Time is giving you Greg Miller and Andy, and it's also the official time zone for the country of Peru.
Nick, can I ask you how he spelled respect?
He spelled it R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
R-E-S-P-E-K.
You already fucked up there, Central Time Zone. Jeff the Maverick has given us 500 cheers with no message. Captain Socialism says, KF, I promise that we send Kevin to summer school so he can actually learn about time zones. To replace him, we use a Muppet. And he says, hashtag replace Kevin with a Muppet.
What a weird hashtag.
Although I feel like that needs to catch on. I don't know how.
Replace Kevin with a Muppet.
I don't know how. Jeff the Maverick actually said, I've cheered twice, so please watch this link, but there's no link.
I think that's the next Photoshop challenge, Kevin as a Muppet.
Kevin as a Muppet.
I thought we said you were going to pick literally anyone else.
I think that's the next Photoshop.
You have to sometimes just go where the inspiration takes us, Kevin. And all roads lead to Kevin. I think you should be flattered by this. There are thousands of best friends out there who right now are thinking about you and Muppets and what those two would look like if you guys had love children.
I'm literally sitting here trying to learn how to write script.
Why?
So that we can make this all work better. For you guys.
Nobody's asked him to do that, though.
I loved
Absolutely.
earlier when we were getting the morning show ready, I heard Kevin say, I have done an awesome amount of research on this.
Yeah.
And it was like,
I've been very excited.
it's such a
I'm very
weird thing to say.
Y'all have no idea. I'm super
For
stoked.
people who don't know, Kevin will go away and be like, Nick, check this cool thing I figured out that we can do now. And it's cool.
Yeah.
And that's great. But, okay. Like, nobody asked him to do that. You see what I'm saying?
No, bullshit. You guys absolutely.
I did not ask for a 3-in-3 picture. I literally
You guys
on
did.
camera. One time I said, why don't we just do a 2-shot and the thing, because that's all we need. You're like, oh, okay.
No,
and you
no,
went,
no. All right. Maybe it
And it
wasn't.
did it.
Maybe it wasn't you.
It wasn't me.
Maybe it was Greg. But I was definitely asked, hey, can we get a second thing with the mic? A camera with the mic.
That was Greg.
No, I think that was you.
No, that
I'm
was
like
Greg.
90%
Greg said,
sure.
Greg's been complaining, trying to get that mic over there for a while. I said, if we're going to have a hanging mic there, can we make it safer so that Jared doesn't accidentally hang himself on it?
I think that the thing's coming today.
That's fine.
I bought a clip.
That's
What
fine.
does it mean?
No, the camera's a great idea.
Oh,
I love it.
there's a delay
If
on
it
the
could be
stream
somehow
again.
pointed at their face, that would work too. Or the
No,
side of them would be great.
I am working on that, but like, there's so many elements that come into play. I have
Yeah.
to wait for certain things to kick in. But for right now, this is the setup we have.
It's
but
great.
I do have.
I'm
a
not
mount,
complaining about any of this.
I have a mount that's coming that's going to fit also there. So ideally, eventually, there's going to be a camera and a thing hanging from there.
Could we hang one more monitor over there too? That doesn't get used. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm just fucking with you. I apologize
It's
for
just-
that.
there's so
just
many
like Cool
things-
Greg, I apologize for talking about your asshole earlier today.
Nick,
I'm sorry about
there
that.
are so many things that I am planning. Yes, that monitor will eventually be used. this monitor first needs to get moved. I need to put a smaller monitor on there and get another monitor to have 2 monitors for this thing.
Sure.
So there's a bunch of steps. I am moving as quickly as I can.
No, listen. Again, your mouth to God's ears. You do what you want to do. I'm
Smoking
gonna go home early today.
Smoking Davey. Tell your girlfriend Amanda I said happy birthday. And what are y'all gonna do tonight?
Oh shit! What are you gonna do tonight?
That's not the question. The question is, what are you gonna take pictures of tonight? P.S. I love this best friend XO. XO is your opportunity to nominate people in our community you feel are doing just a great job of being best friends. Kevin Coelho right now is shouting out, 1, Tom Bach. Says Tom has supported Kinda Funny for so long because he wants to ensure that we keep making our great content so it can reach as many people as possible.
You put the word great in there.
I also took out the
Yeah.
word why. There's just a why because. You see that?
Oh, he's like, why?
I'm desperately.
Yeah, there's a comma missing. Why? Because.
No, I
It's not
understood
that
that.
hard.
I understand that.
You added great. I purposely didn't put great in there.
I'm just flowing here, guys. You know? I'm just doing the do. I'm just fucking doing the do.
Why is it making me laugh so much?
Tom is not only a supporter, he's a good friend that is a blast to play PUBG with, and I haven't made time to play with him recently, and I miss him. Well, that's nice, Kev. Tom, we love you.
Tom Bach, we love you, man.
You are the man, the myth, and the legend. Andy, in your best human words, tell people how they can get entered to win the giveaway.
Everyone, there are 4 different ways. You
Yeah.
can be in the chat right now on twitch.tv/kindoffunnygames, just hanging out. Or if you're not watching, you can be a Twitch sub. How do you become a sub, Nick?
Lots of ways.
You can donate $4.99 to become a monthly sub. What does that get you?
That gets you a whole lot of less money.
Do you know what being a sub gets you though? You get
gets
to use
you-
all of our emotes, which are very old.
Yeah.
You also get no ads though.
That's fun.
So YouTube will not, or Twitch will not play ads when you're watching our show.
Ads suck.
And you also get private chat time with us. Sometimes you play games, but that happens once every 8 months. The third way is you could be a $2 supporter on
Because we can
Patreon.com.
be better.
Yeah, a $2 supporter on Patreon.com/kindoffunny, which frankly I don't know why anybody.
You mother.
I was just gonna keep on riffing.
Just keep going with that.
You could be a $2 supporter on Patreon.com/kindoffunny or Patreon.com/kindoffunnygames. You get all the there's a lot of really good content for just at the $1 level, and you get monthly shows, Greg's Comic Book Club, all that fun stuff. Party mode.
It's worth it. And the party modes lately have been sensational. They've been superb.
Oh, thank you, Nicholas.
Well, I'm not thanking you. I'm in them.
Oh.
Every time we walk by and I hear you guys laughing, it's because of something I said. So it's like, you're welcome. I give you gold and you turn it into shit jewelry
Sure.
that you sell to the masses.
Yeah.
I'm trying to give you Rolexes. You're trying to give us back swatches. But it's cool. Ladies and gentlemen, today's episode of the Kinda Funny Morning Show is brought to you by MeUndies. You have 100% definitely heard us talk about MeUndies. They're the fun, comfy undies that feel as good as they look. To those of you who haven't tried them on yet, let me tell you. Listen up. You can get the incredible underwear sent to your door with MeUndies, meaning no more hunting around for the perfect pair at a crowded store and eventually settling for quote-unquote good enough. We don't settle for good enough here. We go hard. MeUndies are made with sustainably sourced material from beechwood trees. Their naturally sourced fiber makes a fabric that won't sag down or ride up. Trust me, once you put on a pair, you'll get it. Greg, Tim, love these. They wear the new pairs all the time. Greg shows them to me probably more than I need to see, but I enjoy it every single time, so it has not become a problem. Tim, same way, loves these they swear by the MeUndies. So we're very happy to have them as a sponsor. MeUndies is so sure you'll love your first pair that if you're not happy, they'll do whatever they can to get you into the right pair. And if they can't, keep them and they'll refund you. So it really is risk-free to try the best underwear ever. And if you're already part of MeUndies fam, tell your friends about it through their referral program. They'll get a discount and you'll get a store credit. Win-win. Still not sure? Well, MeUndies has a deal for the listeners right now of this fine podcast. First-time purchasers get 20% off their first pair of MeUndies and free shipping. That's 20% off plus free shipping and a guarantee that you and your undies will be very happy together. Get your butt over to MeUndies.com and treat yourself. Here's the offer. So listen up, ladies and gentlemen. To get 20% off your first pair, free shipping, a 100% satisfaction guarantee, go to MeUndies.com/morning. That's MeUndies.com/morning.
If you don't have dollars to give to us directly, but you do need underwear, do this, and it shows our sponsors that we are worth their dollars.
There you go. There you go. Also, they're fun. And you get to do what I do when I wear underwear like that. I pretend like I'm a UFC fighter. Whoa. You know what I'm talking about?
Do they do that?
Like George St. Pierre. George St. Pierre does not do that, no. Ladies and gentlemen, we're excited to announce our winner for today and round out this week You have won Rush, a Disney Pixar adventure on Xbox One. Congratulations to Warheart23.
Warheart23.
I'm assuming from the chat.
I just saw a comment from TDB Cole who says, "This is my first morning show watching live. I'm so sorry."
This is a good one. How dare you? All this show is something to put on in the background while you're doing more important things. And then you watch Games Daily, and they'll be like, "I'm going to ask you a 4-part question about Destiny right here." Part one, like, oh my god. Yeah. Okay. I just like making fun of the other shows. I'm jealous of them. They get better views than this one.
Yeah, way better.
Way better.
It's not even close.
At least
They're better shows.
At least 3 times more.
Better shows.
Yeah.
There's a part of my ego that's like, why don't you try to make the show better? And the other part's like,
That's a lot of work.
this is what it's gonna be. You know? This is what it's gonna be. This is good enough for at least 10,000 people. It's good enough for me.
We're here, man.
We are here.
Yeah.
Hey, we've done something.
Yeah.
We've done something.
When you're
today.
here, you're here, man.
When you're here, you're here. Let's go into the 3 and 3. This is your opportunity to ask us some questions, comments, or tell us some concerns you might have. We'll go into sub-only mode in a little bit, but first, let's take some of these chat questions.
Somebody asked me how I feel. Your name, I can't fucking scroll because it keeps. Oh, there we go. Sorry. They asked me how I feel about Arctic Monkeys, Tranquility Base, and Hotel Casino. I don't like it. It's a weird album. Yeah, not a fan.
Jeff Maverick says, Nick, my link is in your Twitter with all the talk of Muppets. Watch it.
No.
No.
That doesn't sound very intriguing. Can I play some music for you?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Cool Greg,
Cool
it's your
Greg.
time now.
Play some
Now, are we
music
gonna get
first.
claimed for this music? Is this gonna be stuff that's super popular?
I don't think so.
All right, get in here. Let's
right,
try
man.
it. This is the end of the show.
I'm not the biggest Lil Uzi fan, but I'm a supporter. I fuck with him, right?
Lil Uzi's the
Can
best.
you hear me, Kevin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here, I put the microphone right here.
For sure.
Don't do that, Andy.
So I do fuck with Tracy though, all right? SoundCloud rapper. Lil Uzi just remixed one of his songs. And I think as soon as I heard it, I thought you and Greg Miller. It's like,
Let's
you know
do
what?
it.
This is the kind of music's made for them.
Let me hear it.
It's called Like a Farmer.
Okay. I'm already in.
It's real music, man.
Is it?
Yeah, y'all busy.
Okay.
I like that they're doing a country accent, like a.
You like
They're
it?
doing a little bit of a twang.
Yeah.
Little twang, twang,
Yeah.
twang.
That's probably enough.
It's a
man.
very.
All right.
So then,
All right.
no more Childish Gambino, bro.
No.
It's-
I gotta
it's-
listen to Lil Uzi. It's true. I mean, when I think about the upper echelon of people who are really making a statement in the world, Childish Gambino's very deep, thematically based song, This Is America, with all the imagery that goes into back up all the things that are happening currently politically and socially in our country. I do put Lil Uzi Vert and his song about farm, right, same level.
It's a very niche.
About how he wants to bang farmers' daughters. I
Yeah.
feel like that is a good message that needs to be heard
It's
as well.
it's a niche market of like, oh, that's why you did Yeehaw. I
Yeah.
see. It's a very niche market, farm hip hop.
I apologize. I should have put you on the document because that deserved more time than we have for
Yeah,
it right
sorry
now.
about
Yeah,
that. Kobe.
speaking of time,
Yes.
gentlemen.
Yes.
Speaking of time, some of us do have a high quality games news product to produce. The masses demand it.
Yeah.
I think it may be time.
Hey,
there's-
Jared, if you're saying this now at 12:04 p.m., when's it happening at Central Time?
Central time, that
Yeah.
would be at 10:04 p.m.
B Silver 87, and I assume this is a statement directed toward you, Jared, says poopity scoopity. Okay.
Ignacio
Poopity,
Rojas says,
scoopity.
Andy, should I trust you? Never.
Nick, will you be going to the Drake and 3 Amigos tour? Says Rudio 87. That's up to Cool Greg. Cool Greg is my consigliere when it comes. Do I need to go see Drake?
Migos, you need to see.
Migos. He said 3 Amigos tour though.
Yeah,
but I'm
it's
assuming
Drake's
it's
real
3
name's
Migos.
Aubrey. The tour is called Aubrey and 3 Amigos. But
That's-
it's Drake and the Migos.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Adam Neely says, morning show is just Games Daily pre-show. Just a really long pre-show.
Just like a tailgate to the game. Yeah. I'm okay with that. Let's go into sub-only mode, and then I'm going home. Let's see. The room is now in subscriber-only mode. Best 80s rap song, Nick. Best 80s rap song? What do you think?
I guess my mind just always goes to 90s.
Yeah, I think I'd say like anything from the Chronic album, but I don't know if that
are
was
the
I
breaks.
don't know if that was 80s or 90s. Is
That's 90s.
that 90s?
Yeah.
Yeah, then I don't know.
Andy, you chuck the deuce?
What the fuck is that?
B Silver 87 says pizza pockets or pizza pops. What the hell's a pizza pop?
On it. Googling.
Jesus.
Nick, is Andy part of the Wigspiracy? Asks Patch Bandicoot.
Andy is definitely part of the Wigspiracy. Let's put it this way.
Big wigs?
If you're arguing there is no wigs, you're part of the Wigspiracy. I just want you to know that. Maybe you don't know you are. Maybe you're working for Big Wig.
You're like a
and you
weird
don't know.
Alex Jones with
Nick.
this wig stuff.
Nick, how did I not know this existed?
It's a pizza empanada. Bring that up.
I'm in. Cool,
It's
Greg. Should we go
weird.
find these today?
Yeah.
All right. All right. N7 Optics says, Nick, I didn't want to put your face on Tom Cruise, but I had no choice. Anytime you want to put my face on Tom Cruise's body, I'm totally fine with that.
Somebody said, Andy, what does your shirt say? It's just a Marvel shirt. There's like a lot of weird sort of symbols on it. It's kind of, I don't know if it's language or not. I don't think so. Maybe.
Lux Clark 2013 says, Nick, what do you think about hashtag Burgergate 2018? Do you eat your burgers with your hands like an animal or with a knife and fork like a civilized person? Well, generally I eat them with a knife and fork because I get them bunless. So I'm kind of probably not the if I get a burger with a bun on it, son, I eat it with my hands like a man. Come on, son.
Vote Scarpino for governor.
If you
Scarpino
smoke a
for
cigarette, you go to jail for
You
life.
go to jail for life. You go to jail for life. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this week's episodes of the Kind of Funny Morning Show. Andy and crew, thank you guys for joining me. If you're out there watching this on YouTube, remember, subscribe to our channel. It really helps you see our content and it makes us feel good. If you're watching this with us live here on the Twitch chat, thank you guys so much for giving us all of your Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime subscriptions. It really does move the needle. Here's another reminder for you. Please do that. If you don't give it to us, give it to someone. Give it to Snowbike Mike if you're not going to give it to us. But make sure it doesn't go to waste because otherwise Jeff Bezos and the machines, when they take us over, will just whip you until you cry. That's what's going to happen.
Really?
Everyone have a great weekend. Be safe. Love each other. I will see you on Monday. Kevin, please cut the feed.